Okay, we're live.
Also,
I need to try using that.
it looks as though we are on now. Hello, everybody. What's the thing I was gonna... ladies and gentlemen, BCs and Ballers, welcome to the Crown Series, Neo Crown Series. The old one got torn down by some cheeky protagonist. It's fine. We're back here. I'm joined by my lovely cohort, Icy Stardust. Come say hi, Conjai. It's a pleasure.
Doing good.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. God! This has been a while in the making. Moving a little bit fast, but we're here now. Games are happening. It's been great. Absolutely wonderful time. Just as a question to my co-commentator, who do you have your eyes on throughout the divisions?
Well, we do have one player who managed to 2-0 Dino, and so that's very exciting. Anybody who can 2-0 Dino is exciting to see play in my book.
It's straight. We do also, out of people I'm interested in, have one of those here in stream. Our first match, Mabel versus Aeary, I'm gonna assume I said that right, is actually a story of more than just competition. These two are friends. Great friends, in fact. Played a bunch of games together beyond just BC Ball. Mabel is actually Aery's coach for this game. Mentor as admitted by them. So, personally, this match will be very interesting to me regardless.
Mentor versus Minty. Exciting.
Always. That's never a bad storyline. There's a reason it's so common. If we could get the... I'm confused on my timing. I haven't done this in a while. Yes! Very lovely. Can confirm as a friend of Mabel and Aeary that they are friends. We have third-person confirmation. Thank God. Alright. The teams as well. Looking very stark. To me, at least. I have not personally seen Mabel use Mystic. Hi, first time BC Ball watcher, just here to root for the Civil War. Stardust, what do you make of these teams as we get ready to start?
I don't know. I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a good game. I'm excited. Let me see. If I can get my dog to stop licking my hand. Hold on.
Everybody say hi to Casper.
Hey, hi, Casper.
Oh, now he don't want to say nothing. Okay, noticed. We're ready to go. It's always unnerving, slightly tense right before a match begins. And Mabel needs a bathroom break. That's fine. Happens to the best of us. Really, something I noticed first seeing this team on Aery's side is it looks strangely similar to a team I've seen Mabel run in the past. I used to play this game a lot. I remember Hopra, Masquerie, Hydrolm in my nightmares. In the very worst spots of my brain meant for terror that I have lived. Also, noise artist here.
I do. Ooh, thank you, Casper.
Okay, now he says hi.
I got barked at, sorry.
You're fine. All it means is that he likes BC Ball the same as the rest of us. Let's get into it, huh?
Yeah. I do also agree about Hydrolm being a nightmare monster that lives in my dreams.
Very worst corners of my mind. Yes. I remember it quite unfondly.
Excited to see what Shloom is gonna do today.
Excited too. It's a rather interesting thing to bring up into this league, no less. There have been a lot of people saying in the PvP lab that Shloom is simultaneously overrated and underrated, that it's easier to build around than people think, that you need a dedicated teammate for every single Shloom team you ever have. I know Aeary here, taking his time with the serves.
Shloom can be a brilliant companion to any team that has trait dance shenanigans, and seeing a bro sliding, it's a good chance there might be some of that.
Oh, and yet the bro sliding has quick set. Overpower pump up quick set. What the heck? Burnout provoke
Wow,
quick
that's
tag.
interesting.
Disrupt and Hex. There's no trait dance on this team.
Wow, no trait dance with the Shloom. That's a very
Catch.
nice.
Oh. I'm sorry. That's overtaken. Taking time on this serve as well. I can only assume this Hydrome has Stinger. Yeah, Stinger, Telekinesis, Cyclone. We hit into the bro slide in here. Oh, but Weepy comes out. And yet Overpower. It's an immediate mix-up on Mabel's side. Oh! The plot thickens! And Overpower will take Noizard quite a lot. What's a good play look like to you?
It looks like if Hydrol moves up, then it could be taken out by the bro sliding, but if Masquerade did, then it could be taken out by a dump. But that doesn't seem it is going to be the Overpower. Okay. Point Noizard.
Very good decision to not move up Hydro. I would have succumbed myself. Also notably, in a very precarious spot here, this bro sliding. Though the angry, what's his face? The angry snake demon in my dreams will not be able to telekinesis, so it makes the set slightly easier. Our side is gonna have to gamble staying on this field if it wants to have an impact.
Somebody is going to have to move forward or hit into that bandy to make sure that dump isn't at full power.
Oh, but the quick set as well. Shutting it down. Stinger the Bandicraft. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful move by Aeary.
Definitely the best thing that could have been done here.
Ah, for sure. Wow, wow. Nero is a tad quiet apparently in the stream volume. That's a world first for sure.
Crank it up, Nero.
Ah! Okay. Overpower seems like he's just gonna have to come out here. Stinky onto bro sliding.
Ooh, interesting. Choosing to keep the Noizard in. Potentially to sack it, I would assume.
Probably. And Noizard does in fact go down. A free ball serve is guaranteed. Alongside Smooth, it's not going to be a very powerful serve. This bro sliding has Weepy, Shook, and Angry. Now, of course, they have to worry about, without the provoke on the field, there's a lot of mix-ups that are going to hit. And they also do not have access to their sideways. He does not have access to his sideways. Very scary time.
Indeed. It's interesting to be running a smooth bro sliding without a reliable way of moving up and down like whoosh.
This is true. Captain technically exists. Oh. This is not a very good situation. You freeballed into Masquerade, allowed telekinesis to come out and drums to come up.
Or a move up telekinesis, which would do good damage.
Yeah, very, very greedy. We'll have to see. This team could entirely get chipped out by Hydrome, to be honest. Also worth noting, this bro slider needs to switch out this turn. Bandicraft needs to switch out next turn. Who do you think has more momentum?
I think it would be a good idea to swap out... honestly, the bro sliding. It deals more damage. Yeah. Well. All right, it's gonna be 8 wipe next turn.
8 wipe, yeah, but that burnout's gonna do some damage at least. This does also mean with a mind weak bro slide. I mean, oh, that's just a risky thing. Note also, by the way, very strange. Both teams here are tri-type.
Oh yes, that is always fun to see.
Yes.
I'm sure that they were expecting a sack on the bro slide, and it might have been why they left it in.
Cyclone the bro slide in? Oh, Mabel sees it, or something similar. Now 8 wiped. It will come back eventually. That's very. Noizard comes back next turn. Stomp on the board. That scaling potential, but really, all eyes are on this. What's his face? The Hydro. Yes, I know the beasties in this game. I play beastie ball. How do you do?
With the drums up, that Hydrom is going to be really difficult to get rid of.
We're gonna see Aeary start to take advantage of it. Straight into that Ardillo. Vandercraft hits the field again in the serve slot this time, though. It's not the greatest spot to be in. Note how much nothing it does. Either beastie does to this Hydro. This field is...
And this is why Hydrom lives in my nightmares.
This is exactly why Hydro lives in my nightmare. Just skip turn, do nothing. You have a volley come out. Volley up to captain. Burnout into Kaladblog. Kaladbolg. I'm assuming I'm saying that right. This Ardillo is stuck in a really awkward spot.
Yeah, and without any reliable way to get Jazz, it has no way to fend off the burnout drops or the weepy.
Well, you know, there is reliable access to Jazz. It's just 7 wiped right now.
Yeah, well, that would make it unable to hit the field, Nero.
Ooh, you're right. So the conundrums begin. Chat the Noizard. Call. Whoever uses more actions is more likely to win. Taking their sweet time trying to figure out whether to cash out. We have... Oh! This has potential. That could be a quick tag into demanding set into something really scary. So Ardillo gets to leave
That dump
the field.
would hurt.
It really would. Oh, that sneak attack too. There's not many good decisions to make here. Because if you predict the swap, you could just Cyclone. Oh, Mystic the.
Ooh.
Oh! I hadn't even thought of that. Quick tag Mystic for the win. The only attack that can come out now is a... That's a huge call by Mabel, actually. Because if Masquerie stays in, then she's really screwed. Oh, that's a good
No better way to
call.
get rid of Hydrom.
No, none at all. I know this a lot. Hi, Pix. This is scary. It's also worth noting, yes, Aeary and Mabel have similar play habits so far of waiting until the very last second to do their turns. Very scary. Quick tag here. Free ball into the bottom slot. Ardillo comes back out, but the demanding set will not come. Notice this. However, that is still a burnout.
Yep, front row Dillo burnout will hurt no matter who is there.
There's not really any good moves here. There's no good way to get rid of Haunted except for switching out your beastie. No trade dance, no chant can save you. Is this a good time to sack something? No, we're running with the fruit, folks!
Ooh, bold.
What in God's name? We'll see if Mabel calls it or expects something for it. Burnout into the fruit folk slot. 88 damage. Oh my God! Oh, it has Calming Aura and Torch Pass. Provoke the provoke. Suddenly it's looking very solid. Also, Bandycraft has to switch out this turn or else it will become 8 wiped just like his friend Bro Slide. Oh man. What do you make of the field so far?
Well, that Bro Sliden is going to be able to come back in soon, but that Daredillo is very low and probably won't be on the field for too much longer.
That is a Shloom.
Hello, Shloom.
That sneak attack is going to do a lot to anything that hits the field. There's no ability to get it up to the front immediately, thankfully. Thankfully.
Shloom is very well known for doing large amounts of damage.
I think it's an endgame boss or something. Spoilers for those
It's
watching the
almost
stream.
like it's God.
Spoilers, by the way. For a game.
Oh,
It's early access. Everything here is set to change. Oh man, though. I think the strat might just be to hold out until Hydron gets back, but seriously? There's slice potential here. But there is also Daredillo on the field to worry about. This is somehow... Aeary has somehow found his way into a 50-50. Common mix-up. Only in a reverse direction. See what's happening here. Oh!
Ooh.
Gets caught. Acrobat makes it live and it defends the point at the same breath! Would you look at that? That is terrifying to face down. Oh no.
Living at 1, incredible.
Immaculate gameplay from Mabel. The Stinky might just have
And
to
it looks
come
like
out.
Bro Sliden's back up.
This is very not good. Oh! Quick tech. Oh! No dump! Sneak attack comes out. Restoration's gonna start doing its magic. Telekinesis can come in, but that Hex is on the table. It's just come in at such an awkward time now. There's also a shield on Sloom's part. So it is technically immune to Weepy.
It's very interesting to get the Daredillo off of the field when it only had 1 stamina. Maybe pull it in as a sack later.
Seems to be the play. Otherwise, it's a beastie at literally 1 HP. You're not going to be able to play it again. Oh! Comes out with the provoke play. Keep this Hydron on the field. Oh! Neither built-in attack is going to be able to put it down. Cyclone this out. Sneak attack won't be able to get hit. Or a block. Depends on how they're feeling.
And hitting into the Shloom is a great idea to prevent that dump from being full power.
Also, yes. Very nice call to be made. No! Switch in the dead fruit folks to let it live? Aeary?
Yes, and then
What are
taking
you-
advantage of telekinesis. Excellent.
How has that happened? Oh, now a block won't save it. We're still 1-0, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, a block will save it. No! It was such a remarkable play. I would not have done that. Full disclosure. Hey. That's scariness!
That was very risky.
It seems to have paid off as well as it could have. The Hydron will get Hex no matter what. There's Fruit Folks now. The lack of a damage coming in here. Also, Shield is on the play here. Dispel Hex. It was a good play for some immediate momentum. But we're back in the same scenario as of before, almost exactly now. Except Noizard can come in. but Dispel Hex is still on that board.
And nothing's stopping it from coming out now that the provoke is worn off.
Happy Pride Month. Opera Noizard in the back. Masquerade trying to be sacked at some point, but this is not the time to do it. Spell Hex. Yes, you want to hit the different slot. This is true. Opera's on the field now. This board is slowly looking worse for Mabel. Drum, of course, comes out. Free ball into who? Assuming that Shloom tags out. Free ball into Mystic? Very scary board to find yourself in. Oh! The call! Nothing survives that at the front. Oh, man! It's call after call here. I think Mabel just has the advantage on this board state with that insane play. Perhaps not as flashy as Aeary switching in a dead Fruit Folks.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
Swapping in Noizard into the front though. That lives? What is happening? Oh my god.
Ooh, but now there's a slice serve if a point is scored here.
This is true. You almost wouldn't want to score it. A walk-up, if you try to switch out Shloom, a walk-up super commit kills Bandicraft. Or wipes Bandicraft, sorry. It's a very scary situation to have to be in. You can pass provoke something, or you can walk up, take the plunge. And call for it. Aery's gonna call. See what Mabel does. Walks to the side to shack the Shloom. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Scores 1-1. Fruit Folks is about to come up. It's been a game so far. God. Think of the board state right now. Is there? Well, I was gonna ask who has the advantage, but Aeary does just straight have more beasties alive.
That one stamina Daredillo definitely coming back to bite, I think.
Yeah. This guy bench is gonna look permanently bad until Daredillo gets to drain, or until Daredillo gets to wipe. Bandicraft runs to the front, no tool. Just a dump! Free ball serves! Every single place! It's also worth noting, High Jump can come onto the board for free right now. Perhaps not with a favored partner, but with second best. Stinger serve as well is pretty invaluable. In fact, we are going to see it. That's bad! Free ball into the bottom slot. You get to base a walk-up telekinesis for your efforts. Or walk-up telekinesis stinger, yeah. Or if you don't want to quite play as offensive. The important thing is that this Hopper stays alive to set drums once again. Oh my god, his Shloom is already almost back up. Who has the point advantage? Do you think Aeary has the field advantage at the moment?
Yeah, I would say so. Most of the thing, well, actually, it could go either way.
It's hard to say. We've seen Mabel claw back from things like this before. These kinds of fields, I mean.
Yeah,
this looks absolutely
one of the
atrocious.
things that does concern me on Aery's side. Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
One of the things that concerns me on Aery's side is both the Noizard and the Masquerie being rather low, and the Fru folks having a HP deficit due to the Torch Pass.
It's worth nothing. And every single time this Hydro has hit the field, that this Mystic, like a straight out of their nightmares, has been here to stop it.
Mystic is pretty good at doing that.
Yeah, definitely. There wasn't really anything that Ray could do to stop it this time. We might have to see Fru folks use Torch Pass a little more proactively in this game. If it goes on for much longer. That's crazy. That's just been some beastie ball. We have drums coming up. Pass onto the field. Rousing strike into Bandicraft. Oh no! Nothing lives that. Nothing lives that. And nothing kills it fast enough to stop it from shielding, and nothing lives the next turn either. Oh my god.
Yeah, that looks pretty close to the end game here.
You can maybe walk Hopper up to the front, or walk Hopper up behind. Yeah, it looks like the Aery's gonna do the stack attack and just pray. Oh, that's not good. Just an immediate descent. There's a lot of problems here. Solves a lot of field states. Sneak attack into the front. Mabel takes it with the 50-50. Oh my god! What a game of beastie ball! Good lord!
Nicely done.
Nicely done. That was an incredible game, I think. Wow. And that was just the first one of the set. What do you think are the adjustments that each player could make, potentially? Going off of what we saw last game.
It looked like Mystic was a big problem for Aery here in this match. Disabling that Hydrolm at every given opportunity and not allowing for very much ramping.
No, not at all.
Perhaps potentially seeing when the Mystic would be coming in more, just predicting more for Mystic could make a huge difference.
Yeah, the pressure is on Aery to make those adjustments and make them real hard and fast. Game 2 of the, I don't know what we call this. We call this the regular season Division 1. It's Aery's second match. Very scary time, very scary time.
Are you ready for game 2, Casper? Yes, you are.
Everyone say hi, Casper.
Hi, Casper.
Everybody say hi, Casper. Okay, we do have the counter serve here. With Noizard in the lead slots. Oh, no notices. By the way, Mystic already on the field. Stinky coming out. Oh, this could be a run-up super commit very easily.
Or run up Rousing Strike to set up for an even stronger super commit next turn.
Greedy. Either way, this Flume is not going to be able to attack. So either it stays on the field and we have to free ball next turn. Feels miserable. Or we switch out and do some damage. Either way, Rousing Strike is the move that comes out. Bandicraft comes out. Mystic's there's pressure on Mystic to do something right now about this. Actually, that super commit serve looks devious. Scary. Tag out into the Hydrom with Mystic on the field? We just talked about this!
Could be potentially reading for a Hex into the Hopra.
It could be. It could be. If it's a dump, it's scary. It's gonna take a lot of courage for Mabel. Fate! Not Hex! You at least get one turn. One single turn with the Hydrom. You have to make this count. Unless you feel like provoking. There isn't any drums on this field. This Hydrom alive is very scary. Oh. Good call. It was a good call. It was just a scary one. See what happens here. Stinger into the Mystic of all things. Gets the block.
I mean, not a terrible idea. Because if you can chip down the Mystic enough, then it won't be able to come in as much.
Oh, also worth noting that Hopper can come back in if Mystic stays for too long. Do we know if it keeps Weepy after Hex? I assume so.
Yeah, I would assume that it keeps it, because there would be no reason for it to clear the effects.
The Fox is gonna come in the safest turn possible right now. If it hexes, we can use. Oh, Ben comes out. It's gonna be a dump. Heal for 40. 62 damage, doesn't matter. We tank it. This is already such fascinating adaptation on both sides. Wow. Fascinating. Telekinesis Stinger looks pretty guaranteed right now. It can also just in fact straight kill something. Wipe something.
That is true.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna decide right now. Switch in. The Shloom goes down. We're gonna have Fruit Folks serving with Fly. Not sure how smart an idea that is, but demanding set is down. That's something that really took Aeary to last stock last game. It goes. Who do you think they should swap to?
I'm thinking that maybe one of the drum setters wouldn't be a terrible idea.
Oh, we have Rumpus this turn as well. He'll both.
Ooh.
Turn balanced. Mystic comes back in. There's a potential here to read something incredible. If it's a walk-up dump, that's gonna be incredible. That's an incredible call. But then it will mean a free ball serve. Which clearly Mabel doesn't mind doing. Cyclone into Shloom? Surely not.
That's a bold choice.
Surely. Hex into Hopra? And not into Hydrom. The switch out to Fruit Folks would have been pointless. Free ball serve. But again, into the Fruit Folks here.
There could be a swap out into Noizard, which would guarantee that it can act the next turn and get out of a little bit of the stickiness of having to swap out two beasties.
It's true. Either way, Noizard being Oh, free ball into the folks here. Tried to give it anything. That flight is gonna hurt. But that burnout that comes right after is also gonna hurt. 29 for what I'm assuming is not an attack invested VC is crazy. What's the place here? What's the place here?
Ooh, it looks like a lot of deliberation on who is going to be the flight target.
It's true. It's something you need to deliberate a lot. Charizard actually gets some more value here just by dint of the provoke not mattering. Bro, sliding can come in and just ruin the day though. Into clamor. Oh! Bro, sliding does in fact come in and ruin the day. Oh, but the fruit folks can come back in. Almost in time for Hydron to get torch past too. Only almost though. It's hardly a good look. Got a lot of bulk. Coming in. It's gonna be on a good hit. Volley provoke. Provoke the provoker. Overpower into the other slot. This doesn't mean jumps are gonna go up. Or it could mean chance. You could chat the hopper right now. You could chat whoever you wanted. Or you could set up jumps. It's a choice that Aeary has to make. So many possibilities.
Either option seems viable here, although setting up drum would allow the Masquerade to start ramping a bit, which could be very useful.
It's true. We saw what happened last game when Hydro started ramping. And it was very much a threat that Mabel felt she had to shut down immediately. Which we can tell. Volley, drum,
looks like.
stomp.
Yep, looks like we're going for the drum line.
Front! Hydrom's off the field, on the field now. That can be a quick tag dump. That's a good thing to look at immediately. Power does that much. Burnout probably kills a lot of things. Not even a lot, just stomp. You can't even set up the free ball serve now. Not for a second thinking that the Daredevil is gonna tag out. We'll see if it pays off. Bloom could also come in, either dump person. Volley! Burnout into the bottom slot. Charizard goes down.
Almost exact numbers for wiping.
Scary. Where do you think you'd be swapped in?
I think Hydrom is a good choice, but it looks like Hopra's coming in.
Even
interesting.
The double rumpus might have some niche here. Worth noting. Mystic's eventual decease. It's still looking like anybody's game, but just a battle of inches here. I'm not even sure what the good move is. Clearly, Aeary has to attack. Depending on who runs up, it would be a really bad time. Thank you, Casper. He's excited too, don't you see? Down into Daredevil could be very disastrous right now. Mystic calls it correctly. Absolutely beautiful.
I did see a line though, which could have been volleying into the hopper and then chanting it so it could have attacked.
This is true.
So with Mystic on the field.
Yeah, it could be a pass quick tag, could be a dispel hex, could be one of a million things. We'll have to know. Really wants to swap something out. Where's it going? Calling out that Mystic will hex. by bringing in the Hydro. They gave her so much trouble to begin with. Hex into the Masquerade. It's a perfect turn. Oh my god. That's marvelous. Move up. Is that a move up? That's they're considering it. Stinger as well, looking at the damage numbers. How's he gonna do? Certainly messes with every single beastie on that bench. Looking at Rousing Strike as well. This really was a perfect turn. Wow. It could be a walk up, it could be a Rousing Strike, walk up, telekinesis, Stinger. Into what? Into the Mystic? Into Shloom with it. Very good idea. They've opened themselves up to possibilities, of course. Their Dillo could walk up. Anything could walk up now, really. Oh my god. Come in. Cyclone into this slot. Quick tag out. Or slide in. The volley. But they're gonna hit something. Power into Hydrolma. Ow. Oh, but it's yet another really good turn of events. Be a drum setup. And then a lot of things still go down. It's a super commit. Rousing Strike also being able to be used as a setup turn. That Rumpus drum healing is doing a lot of work for Hydrom here. Out healing the sweat damage, no less.
If Aeary can get the read right here on who to target, it could be another point.
That could be 2 points. That could be the end of the game. Oh.
It could be.
Drums into super commit. Where's it going? Has to go somewhere. Down into Daredillo. Bandicraft, no! And it's locked in place. That demanding side is just gonna hurt no matter what. There's only one thing that might maybe live it. The Rousing Strike would have allowed them to switch out into Noizard at the bottom here. Cyclone into Ordo. To the Shloom. Moment of truth. How much does it stop? It just stops just enough. Oh my god, my throat is dry. That's a
Some
lot
water.
of damage. That's a lot of damage.
It looks like that Stinger will clean out anything at the front.
Yeah, it's scary. It could even clean up Bandicraft if Daredillo walked back into the block. So worth noting that, you know, Hydro looks in a bad way. Noizard can come in, redirect the strike. Just once. This Fruit Fox also has been doing plus 40 healing. So it can come in clutch, we know this. Pass, telekinesis, Stinger into what? The top slot? Run to the side, doesn't matter. Oh, but now, of course, it's the moment of truth. It's the mix-up it's been building up to. 2 and 2. Call for game. Shloom comes in. If Shloom comes in, then it's a 50-50 for game. Do we think Mabel is the kind of person to rush it? No.
Ooh.
Power comes out.
It is incredible how much that Hydrom has been able to handle that sweat damage with that trait. Oh.
It's been absolutely incredible. Of course, do have this moment now. All's quiet. Oh, but there is still a mix-up here. There's a dump on Bandicraft. Switch into Noise Art, just guarantee that consistency. The game is not over. In fact, Walk Up Stinger might just do it into the Bro Slide-In. With the dump here. Only one more turn, and that one more turn is gonna be crucial for Mabel to guess right. Oh, it might just be over. Stinger's telekinesis could just kill everything.
Telly can't be done though because the Noizard has angered it.
Oh no, you're right. It's not a game yet. Don't call it a comeback. It's so very scary.
If Mabel calls an attack into the back row to try and off the Bro Slide-In, then it could be a swap into Mystic. But if that same call is made and instead it's a hit into the Bandy...
Oh, the hit into the Bandy will not be happening. Toying with a block! That's a game for...
Oh!
He's evened it up! We're on to game 3! Oh my gosh!
Game 3 time! Nero, how we feeling?
We're feeling pretty alright. I don't know about you, we're feeling pretty good right now.
Yes, that was excellent. I do believe that Aeary dealt a lot better with the Mystic shenanigans this time round.
One moment. They could do whatever. I'm just gonna need to quickly.
Alright, time for me to commentate while Nero's stepping away.
It's fine, I'm here again. I had to go do mod duties. Yippee! I had to go do mod duties. Could you imagine? Stinger, by the way, Mystic is on this field.
That Mystic, that thing has caused so much havoc.
However, you noticed the moment that Aeary dealt with the Mystic, that it came through, and Aeary won the game in a comeback.
Absolutely. Getting rid of the Mystic as soon as possible is always the right play.
Turns out Mystic is not more than just a body counter. My bad, y'all. That's just very scary to have to go against. And now both players understand how important Mystic is to this matchup. Of course, a dump coming out would be rather scary. If a Hex comes out onto either BC here, now either you Hex or Feint the Hydrome, and it gets chanted immediately. You have to be very careful with when you put your finger on that trigger. Is Mabel gonna
Looks like we're gonna see early Noizard swap.
Yeah, Feinted the Hydrome. Clamor into it. Jumps can't come out, but the healing still makes sure that he can call one more. Also block and shield and poke all on the same time. It's a lot of options to have to peel through. How would you go about playing into this final game, Stardust?
That's a tough question. Let me think.
It's a tough question. This game's been so crazy.
Yeah, I'm so much more of a play-by-play kind of person. I don't have an in-game plan. I have a do-thing-now plan.
Oh, Stardust has been a Castle 8 player the entire time, and I'm only now learning this.
Well, Castle Elite was my starter.
It's true. Shout out Castle Elite gang. By the way, the mix-up is still operable. Just have to see how.
Threatening that dump right off the bat is a fantastic way to keep the opponent on their toes.
Yeah, it's very... Mabel just skipped all the pretenses. If you don't get off the field in time, the dump can still always come out. Stinky, though, not even planning for the point. Not even planning for it. Still angry. The drums can come out whenever they want. Even if Aeary won't be able to use them, there's a big blue fella who would love to be able to in his place.
Oh, absolutely.
Scary, scary. There's a bunch of people in the Twitch chat whose starters were builded. Oh my goodness. That is a lot of damage from a sneak attack. Gee, now that you've mentioned it, that is unboosted, isn't it?
I don't think there are any boosts on the field at the moment.
Okay. Judging off of what we saw last time, Shloom probably wants to just sack. Take a point and get 4 wiped. Which is why Norzard coming up to the front. No, a misclick! A misclick happened! Free ball into the bottom! Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Provoke can prevent... There, Provoke coming... Provoke can prevent a Sneaky coming out as well. Could be a pass. Could be a quick tag pass. Could be one of a million things. Still, the play wouldn't have worked out. Shloom is out of commission by now. This is a good thing in Shloom's case because it means that you're going to be 4 wiped at some point rather than 8. But it's still not great. You saw how reluctant Mabel was to sack their Dillo in exchange for momentum. The burnout coming in to the top. If it's the top slot, that's incredible. Bottom slot, of course. Hydrom is safe now. But there's this little problem called Mystic. However, Hydrom's favorite person can come onto the field, Hopper. And then suddenly there's another tough decision here. See what happens, what Aery's bent on doing. In fact, Hopper does come in. Run out into the Hopper. That could be telekinesis, that could be drums. That could be a billion things. And all of them look pretty good. How do you feel about this?
Let's see. The Mystic being on the field is what concerns me the most, because it can do whatever it wants, and whatever it wants is usually bad.
Yeah, this is true. Even if it doesn't have an attack like right now. You can't force a mix-up, but you can force a bad situation.
This is interesting. That's a Captain Bandy, isn't it? So any volley it does is going to be sending Mystic to the front.
Yeah. It's a line. Because Norzard is still here, remember. Move him to the front at a really bad time. Keep Mystic on this field. Keep the Tired from ticking down. You can mismatch it. Dispel. Hex into Hopra.
Ooh.
No, Hex into what's his face? I know your name. It's Hydro. Yes. My goodness. Could you imagine it? Couldn't you believe it?
So correct read on Aery's part to swap out the Hydro.
It's very true. Does this also mean Torch Pass can come through for the Aeary next turn? I'm not sure how much validity there is in this. Also, Rousing Strike.
I'd say not a lot of validity just because there is Chant on the team, so using that Torch Pass just to clear off 1 stack of sweat is not really worth it. But Torch Pass into the Hydro might have some legs, mostly just to get it on the field faster.
This is a mix-up, by the way. It's not a great one, but it is one. Hydro will actually hit the field faster than Mystic does. It's just a question of want it super fast. Take your time or whatnot. Field looks so precarious. A volley out. Smooth. Maybe not concerned as much with trying to clear the Jazz. Yes, this is true. Overpower comes out. That means 2 Calming Auras can come out right now. There's nothing that can be done to stop it. Of course, a Flight can also come in. With Hydrolm very close to being gotten here. Or from Aeary. Really a bunch of people. From Mabel, I almost want to sack both points.
Looks like double Calming Aura was
Exact
the play.
Exact sees, but Mabel can see it, so there's still potential here. Oh my god, blocked! However, this almost comes out looking like a win for Aeary, because you would have to get a demanding set to kill now. A quick set jump would be scary, but I almost feel, you know, if you walk behind folks, how bad could it really be? Said every person who ever hit into Hopper ever.
I think that Aery's board state is the best it could possibly be at the moment.
Oh right, Jazz clears Weepy. But that means it doesn't have Jazz. So actually this is not a 50-50. Yeah, Demanding Set has to come out here. Hit into Overpower, into the Hopra. Hopra lives! No more drums, but they don't need them. Super Commit kills, Rousing Strike kills. You can't double block here. You have to pick something up. Of course, Calming Aura as well. Just free value on the board at this turn. Oh my god.
You could probably even wipe that Bandy with Flight, which could be hilarious. No, it doesn't look like what we're going to be seeing.
No, it doesn't. Unless they've invented a 4th action. Oh my god, Upjack, what are you doing here? Rousing Strike is just a scary way to begin your serve. Go down into Bro Slide in. Oh no, that's a super commit. The bench looks terrible, by the way. We're settling with this. This bench is terrible. For the short-term momentum, do we think that's worth it?
Honestly, I don't think so. Especially since Aery has been very good at managing to force beasties out without any. Ooh?
My mouth is a gate.
Noisy.
We're both playing for this momentum. Ran out into the bottom slot, but it doesn't matter. Ah! What is happening? There is Slice Noisy, of course. Drums can't go up. Pass Provoke into something. Something has to get provoked at this point, surely. It's just a matter of provoking. It's just a matter of who. Oh my god.
There could even be a cheeky slice.
That it could be.
Actually, the cheeky slice would be funny, because then there would once again be a situation where none of the low health beasties are getting wiped.
This is true. How's he strike into who? Into the top slot here? Double block. Into Noizard, just to make that serve a little bit easier to manage. Oh my god! The slice serve is going to get blocked. Who's gonna pick it up? Oh my god! Your Dillo can't attack! This has been a very surgical takedown by Aeary. Bench looks straight misery. Sloom finally gets sacrificed. You see that coming in. Now Dillo will be able to attack next turn, by the way. But it's not. This is terrible for Mabel. Absolute misery for these next 2 turns, waiting for Bandicraft to come back. turns can feel like a billion years. Do you think there's a way out of this for Mabel?
Maybe. It would be difficult, and it would probably involve Mystic.
I almost want to put Bro Slide in before Mystic. It says 50. 50 seems like really good odds all of a sudden.
Yeah. I'm thinking Bro Sliden, but oh no, it's the Mystic.
Oh, Mystic. Oh, because Hopper's here. Ah, but nothing can get into the front. This might also come down to a 50-50.
And that burnout is just shy of killing that Hopra.
That's not good. It is perfect for killing the Noise Art, though. Yeah, tagging out into Hydrol. And very suddenly you have to walk up Mystic to confirm any board here. Walk up, yes! We see the lines! Burnout into Hopra! Whatever happens next has to be deliberate and precise. There's a thick mental game going on here. That's a Stinger. There's only 2 places to target, 2 ways to survive. You either block the Hydrome, walk down to Daredillo. Oh man. Drums up.
No reason not to commit to the drum.
Stinger into the top slot, trying to call that the Mystic walks down. Oh! That's a pass. Mabel is not out of this yet. Do note. That could be a quick tag. There's a chance they're looking at it. That could also be into Bro Sliden. That could be into Banditcraft. Sloom comes up in another turn. Mabel suddenly gets a chance to reset the board here. Calling out the Cyclone quick tag. Tool. Into the bottom slot. Daredillo's back on the field. Hopper goes out. If Noise Art comes out, this is a mix-up again. Oh my god. This game's been a battle of inches and nails.
Well, it looks like we're seeing Masquery come back.
Yeah, we got into Masquery. Anything. Well, it's not into Mystic, but chance is up, is up. Stinger is up. The bench looks beautiful for Aeary right now. But the bench is also looking really good, starting to for Mabel. Noizard had a potential here to win the game. How do we feel about that?
Noizard is very good at pulling things like that.
This is true.
I could see a walk-up stomp, but nope. Looks like we're getting Telly Stinger.
Telly Stinger, yep. Game state is right back to being just the way it was. Only Hopper's out, Mystic's on the field, and has ample reason to want to hex. It looks like Hydro might be going down. Tag out into Fruit, folks. There's tech here. There is tech here that you could enforce. And it is terrifying to pull it out. We will see if it happens. Mystic has to leave the field now. Unless Mabel also wants an 8 wiped turn. We're gonna see about it. They do. Yes, he do. pass. Looking like it might be a volley. Deliberate, very cautious with the time. Move up. Volley. Flight. Switch into who? Into Hydro. The chant! The D-Sec can come out!
Okay.
That might be it.
Mm.
Oh my god, that might be it. It's another 50-50. Oh my god. Oh no. There are decisions here that are good. There are decisions here that are bad. It all depends on what actually happens. Here it goes. Move behind Hydro. Volley. Demanding set. Overpower into Hydro. Ah! Oh my god. Vandercraft has to leave the field now. Or else he gets 8 wipe next turn. There's a chance here. There's a serious chance here. Oh my god!
No matter what, I think someone needs to sidestep here, or it could put a very awkward position for that defense turn. There we go.
Seems to share your opinion. Here goes, all or nothing, into the top slot. Bloom comes out. Potential another mix-up. But the dump will not kill everything. So it is another D-set with Shloom to freedom. Oh my god.
If Froof comes out, we could see the Hydrom stalling another turn.
We could see it. It looks like we're gonna try and see it. Do we believe it? Can it happen? Sneak attack into the front with Froof. Oh my god! The drum set for sure, or chat or anything.
Ooh, would walk up stomp be enough?
A walk up stomp would be enough unless there was a block from Shloom, in which case it's still enough. I don't even know how many division marks we're at anymore with 50-50s and such. But this has stopped being 2 options to win. You have to guess 1 out of 4 things easily. Walk up, volley, stomp. Aeary takes it! In the closest game I have seen in a fucking minute! Sorry for cursing. Oh! Oh my god!
Hey, even Casper's excited.
Great god! Oh my lord, I'm losing my mind!
Happy jumps to end it all.
Happy jumps to end it all. Look at him go! Oh man! Jesus! Aeary just started playing this recently, by the way.
Yeah, he's really good.
You would not be able to tell it was recent. God. Oh my lord. We're gonna take a break from that. I think we all need a break from that.
Yeah, that would be ideal.
This has been Nero Crown Series. Do not go anywhere. We have a match from Division 2 coming up soon. We'll see it in a bit.
Okay. Wait, where's the stream? Okay, perfect. Stream request. Okay, I'll start. Hi, I'm Matt. I've been playing BC Ball forever. I know a variety of different teams, and I will be commentating alongside our fellow Mystic Grumbler Enjoyer, Stardust.
Hello. Hi again, back here from last time.
Exactly. Just where is the stream? Okay. So yeah, today we are going to be going over this Division 2 game. We have Mari and Wavewhyse. Gonna be... Yeah, just want to check to make sure Mari can't hear us. Mari, if you can hear me,
You're
say
good.
hi. Mari did not say hi. We'll continue. This is going to be a very aggressive game with two of the kind of more hyper offense strategies that we see in normal Beastie Ball. We see over here Mari's team running that kind of traditional jazz rally that we see. And then Wavewhyse, we're going to see it in a sec, is running a quick tag strategy, basically using the move quick tag to always have certain options available. For example, you're going to see that Frufolks has Careful Shot. And with that, you can basically just always have side pressure because the Frufolks is always going to be able to, always going to be able to come in even if it has low health. And
Big tag teams are always scary. You have to account for a lot of different
they
things.
are my personal nightmare. And as we can see, we see the Gamut is going to be very important in these matchups as its trait allows for reduction of spirit defense into Mari's team. However, Mari is running that Rousing Strike, and when you're jazzed, you do ignore your debuffs onto your spirit attack. This means that Mari can potentially power through the Yameth.
Yeah, this plays in a lot with Blue Mask's primary attack,
We see,
Burnout, which also drops your
interestingly-
attack.
Interestingly now, what we see is that Mari no longer has Stirring on the Plumask, which means that it is safe to disrupt and use block and variety of things. Of course, Mari can set up the Dispel Rally into a Rousing Strike. This first attack will be affected by the debuff because Plumask is not yet jazzed. However, after this, Plumask's next attack will be, and as you can see, Stinky. Yeah, huge play there. Using Stinky, now that the Plumask is not stirring, you're able to disrupt it very freely. This likely means that we could be seeing a swap here from Mari.
This is generally the biggest downside of running a primary attacker next to a no attack support, is that when you're disrupted... Ooh, cleanup.
Yes. Cleanup Trot also going to be very important in this matchup for cleaning up the rally, leading to that burnout point there. However, kind of in a bit of an unfortunate serve there from Wavewhyse. Using burnout on serve, you are going to have that -2. However, using quick tag, using quick tag, you can very quickly get out of having -2. Burnout into the Zephyr. We likely to see a Rousing Strike play here, possibly introduce into the Charlie.
Wow, nearly getting a kill on that Daredillo with Tornado Ball. I think that would make it minimally invested.
It is a minimally invested Daredillo. Very interesting to minimally invest your Daredillo into Spirit when you know you are going to be against this heavy Spirit player. Also, very interesting, going for Tornado Ball instead of going for the kill. Very smart play by Mari. Now the Yamith. If the Yamith is swapping in, that is surely to be a point for Mari in the future. Very nice future thinking there.
So with all the quick tag on this team, it isn't impossible for Yamith to get back in at any point in the game.
In fact, Yamith is coming right back in right now.
Incredible.
Block into Yamith. Zephyr should be living this, and Zephyr does live on 14. Interesting note that Tornado Ball, if it wipes the Yamith, the Tornado Ball effect does not happen now. However, we are seeing that in the new balance patch, if the Tornado Ball wipes the Yamith, it actually does trigger Tornado Ball's effect. If this was played post-patch, this would be a much different position, and it would be much more beneficial for Wavewhyse, in fact. And very interesting, preserving the Yamith. What do you think we can see here? Likely going to be a Noizard to preserve the Zephyr for one more turn?
It could be, though the Charlie has been introduced.
So we could see a Charlie swap into the front, allowing for that more powerful Rally plus Rousing Strike.
Oh, it is the Noizard play. Preserving the Yamith
Yeah, the
is
Yamith.
in Wave's favor, absolutely, due to the Majesty trait.
Yeah, Majesty just keeping on reducing that spirit power of the Zephyr, making it harder to get those kills that it would normally get. Could this be potentially a slice play here to reset the point?
Though if Rally is set up, then no matter what, if something hits that Yamith, it will go down.
Mari opting to not get the kill on the Yamith, swapping it out, making those swap-ins harder for later. However, again, this is a quick tag team. You can't normally get away with this like you would in another matchup. And because of this, Mari is going to get punished, actually.
Yeah. You can't play into a quick tag team that's so heavily invested on quick tag the same way you can play into a normal team, unfortunately. You have to be very careful in your choices. Likewise, the quick tag player has to play very carefully as well.
We could see, again, a quick tag into Yamith, getting both the point as well as a potential Majesty serve with the overpower. Okay, instead opting for Trat, getting the point with the Echo Strike, and actually using an Echo Strike serve. Very, very strong position right now for Wavewhyse.
Yeah, that echo into the Plumas could entirely annihilate that very beneficial trait.
Interesting, Mari going into the Noizard, preventing Echo into the Plumask, rather than switching in Charlie. Very interesting sequence of events here.
Opting for the move forward instead of setting rallies since the cleanup trad is on the field.
Additionally, you can swap in Supilero for one of those Spirit attackers, though it does make sense for the move forward. Also, additionally, with Burnout, if you use Cleanup, those Burnout stat drops are going to go away. So Wavewhyse needs to be really careful here, and instead moving up the Supilero, which is going to then quick tag out, healing 50% of its total health with its Forager trait. Wavewhyse has to watch out. This looks like it's going to be full combo from Mari, setting up Rally with the Jazz, with a potential Rousing Strike coming in.
Oh, wow.
Now the question is, does Mari see a kill with Rousing Strike? And Mari
There's
does
definitely
see
a kill with Burnout.
Mari does see the kill, and this will be the first point for Mari, setting up full combo, leading then to a burnout, probably going to be 2 points right here from Mari. Very excellent play. Yeah, Mari's right back in this game.
Ideally, on Wave's side, I would see a swap into Trat. Oh,
That does make sense, because it can tank a +1 burnout. It is invested in Spirit Defense partially, though a burnout does kill everything here. This is going to be another point. This is that full combo that we have, thankfully, are seeing nerfed in the upcoming balance patch. Because now that you have the Rousing Strike, now that you have the Rally and the Charily, all these different stat boosts are going to all add up, leading to an 80+ damage serve with Plumask's Burnout.
yeah. Charily and Rally both being flat damage modifiers does make the damage more extreme than it would be
Smart move.
otherwise.
Very smart move from Wavewhyse there, sacking the lowest health beastie, in this case being Yameth, allowing for it to come back in 2 turns.
And canceling out that Jazz, making it to where more things can survive on swap.
We see a Rousing Strike here. This could be the end of the game if not careful. And now it's a 50-50 situation. Either you move up one of your beasties to prevent the careful shot, or you keep the Plumask in the back, use shield in order to prevent that True Strike from the Supilero coming in. Oh, but no, there's the Noizard.
No, not the Noizard, it's Opera.
Not the Noizard. Hopper coming in, very interesting play. I don't like this at all.
Well, Plumas can't be killed by the True Strike at the moment, I don't think. And not unless it moved up.
And careful shot, this will be the game. 1-0 from Wavewhyse there.
Careful shot game.
I wonder if Mari would have actually brought in the Noizard there, would that have accounted for both the True Strike and careful shot lines?
Potentially, although...
We are going to get into the calc chat here.
If the Blue Mask had moved up and it wasn't a True Strike from the front, it would have probably been game. Blue Mask's raw damage is incredible.
So if we pull up the calc here, this is a max invested Supilero going into a Noizard. Also max body defense invested. And this is going to be a True Strike from the front. How much damage will this have done? This would have done 62 damage. It would have killed... No? It would have done 40. Wait! The Noizard would have lived! The Noizard would have lived on like 1 or 2 health.
Yeah,
So
Noizard would have been the play.
Yeah, Noizard would have been the right play. Bring in the Noizard, allow for Plumask to do that jazzed burnout, potentially with Rally too. And yeah, not seeing that line might have just cost Mari the first game.
Let's see if after some experience with how the quick tag team operates, Mari is able to adjust more to it.
Yeah, the strategy here might actually be to wipe out the Yameth, thus preventing those Majesties just keep on lowering that Spirit defense.
Oh, a raw walk up from the Plume Mask.
This is a very traditional counterserve that we have been seeing from Mari. The 89 damage not really mattering that much because the Plumask does have shield. So if it doesn't kill, then like... Yeah, this should be a Dispel Rally into Rousing Strike, thus allowing for the Majesties to not really matter on the following turn.
And unfortunately, Trat cannot clear the Jazz.
Likely going to be a Trat swap in here, probably for the Supilero.
Oh, no swap.
Stays in. Not going for the swing, not going for the stinky because of that fear of the stirring. However, due to this being a
Ooh.
quick tag team, that might have been a blunder.
There could be provoke, so there would be no guarantee that Plumask
So-
survives the end of this turn.
Wow. Mari's swapping out into the Noizard rather than setting up a. Oh, and this kills through shield.
Whoa!
That would have killed through shield because of the rain. If Mari uses shield, the minimum damage is 1, and Plumask would have wiped if it was kept in and used shield. Very smart play by going into Noizard instead of sticking with the standard shield play. Will this be an addition? This will be an additional stack of rally here. Burnout.
Ooh, nothing
pretty much
survives
so-
except for Trat and the fruit.
Yeah, but they only survive on 3. Oh, Fruit Brit brought into the other slot. Mari finally doing what they did not do last game and actually knocking out that Yameth. And there's the burnout serve, not using Rousing Strike because Plumask will not survive the next turn to actually take advantage of it. So just doing as much damage as possible here is the right play. Are we going to see a... Are we potentially going to see... Oh! Tagging out into Shirley instead of using Frazzle. Very interesting. And that makes a lot of sense, given that you are against that quick tag strategy that can very easily get out of Frazzle's downside.
Mm-hmm. Whoa!
Ow!
Incredible.
Not taking the careful shot point. Very bold. And unfortunately, Wavewhyse is going to pay the price here. This looks like a very safe Rousing Strike into the trot, setting up the combo, potentially winning the game on the spot. Mari doing those calcs and going for that Rousing Strike play, trying to ice the game immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And even if
Oh,
moving
wow.
played, living because of that acrobat trait, plus the side bonus with being in the stack with the Trat, those bonuses are lining up so that Daredevil lives in rally, even if it is only 35 spirit defense without any investment.
Hmm.
The problem is here, we do see 2 low health beasties there, which is very indicative of a quick tag team that often will struggle with. That might have been a
Ooh.
mistake. Clearing out your own rally, clearing out the rally, that would have boosted that Daredevil burnout. That might have been a very unfortunate mistake. And yes, it would have. That would have knocked out the Noizard if rally was still up.
Hmm.
Very costly mistake there by Wavewhyse by tagging out the Trot instead of leaving rally up. And now this could be a very safe Rousing Strike into the side slot. Potentially.
Oh no,
Mari-
the burnout.
Oh,
The Amethyst back up.
that is true.
Oh, that was a
Potentially.
mistake, I think.
Yeah, no, because if you Rousing Strike into the Supilero slot, sorry, not to the Supilero,
Yeah,
into
it
the
used burnout
empty
though.
lane. Yeah, no, because if you went for Rousing Strike into the empty lane, Supilero moving over would not have gotten the kill. So going for burnout to ensure that the switch in was potentially the safest play that Mari had. However, Mari's current field, as well as bench, a lot of low health beasties, and Wavewhyse could make a very big comeback here.
Yeah, not clicking Rousing Strike does. Yeah, it does mean that it didn't have full power on that serve, though.
And being forced to make a tag out here, but unfortunately, because of the rain, Plumask is wiped.
Although this does give us an opportunity to introduce.
Introducing Okay, introducing here, instead of introducing one of the low health beasties, very interesting. Of course, that would make sense because introducing Noizard, the intro clamor would have cancelled each other out, and introducing Cheerilee would have been taking it into the serve slot. But however, that would not have mattered because Mari just needs one more point to win.
Yeah, but with the introduce, it would mean that Zephyr can come in on a powerful body attack for completely free.
However, likely what we could see here is a quick tag into a Froof, careful shot to get a point and to come back, which is especially hurtful for Mari because Mari's bench is so low. You cannot afford to give up those points.
True. But there's really not much else that can be
Wow.
done other than swapping, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Wow. Going for provoke first instead of going for that careful shot line, trying to. Yeah, but now Mari's bench is all low. So if Mari doesn't get a quick point here, this might just be checkmate already. Mari really in that Mari really in an unfortunate pickle right now.
Although Noiser could always come in and sack itself. It is always going to draw the ball to itself, which could lead for another healthy beastie sooner rather than later.
The problem is, what healthy beastie is coming in? Will it be the Hopra, which is only at 44?
Hmm.
This could be a swap into Noizard here, sacking it off, and just allowing you to reset. Of course, Froof having careful shot as a serve won't even be able to knock out a Cheerilee off of serve. But
Ooh,
no.
and we see the
Yeah, we see a
burnout.
quick tag. Yeah. Okay, Mari now sacking those points. Does the burnout kill the Hopper here on serve? And no,
Nope.
Hopper lives. In the high spirits range too, this could be a very dangerous situation. Oh, 50-50. Game on the line right here. If Mari gets this right, they take game 2, bring it to a game 3. However, if Mari gets this wrong, then Mari's out of options. This is a coin flip game right here.
Yep.
If Wavewhyse swaps in or swaps out the Daredillo, they just win the game. And if they don't, they lose. And they do swap out. That will be game set and match here into a quick tag Faith burnout from the Dillo. This kills anything that Mari has. And then on the serve. No? Wait.
Are there enough turns for Noiser to be able to come back?
I don't know. No, but then the serve is only careful shot, which Hopper can lift. Oh! That makes a lot of sense. Quick tagging there, so you get the more powerful serve. However, Cheerilee lives
but
the
it doesn't
extra.
kill!
Mari has another turn left in this game. And that might be enough. Once again, we are in a 50-50 for game situation. It is a walk-up, it is a Faith into an Air Blast. Where is the Supilero coming in? If the Supilero comes into the top, that might just be game.
Ooh.
And if the Supilero comes into the bottom, then Mari wins. Mari has found a way to claw back into this game and putting another 50-50 where Mari can just win the game on the spot again. But no, Wavewhyse gets it right again! And the Noizard is back. Mari is back in this game. Those 8 white beasties are now coming back. And Mari somehow, with a very unhealthy bench, able to claw right back into this game. And with Wavewhyse now having the weak bench, Mari might be able to take this game too.
Able to stall long enough to get the Noiser back on the field. Excellent. Oh, and we're one turn away from being able to see Plumask again. If that True Striker is off of the field, and
Once
the
again, seeing another
rally
50
is set up.
situation. Once again, seeing another 50-50 situation. Is this going to be an air blast into the bottom slot, or is this going to be slice? Actually, in fact, it kills both slots. So going into the bottom slot, that makes sense because if you swap out the Supilero, it does get back health with Forager. So it would make a lot of sense to target the bottom slot here. Unfortunate switch. And that is game. Mari takes game 2. And we are on to a game 3. 2 very aggressive games. Very, very tense there. Lots of 50-50s, lots of back and forth, and Mari somehow clawing their way back in, getting those wiped beasties to come back in, and really scratch through there. Okay, Mari going onto the serve. Will it be once again the Plumas Charlie or yep, okay. Mari just sticking with that same lead that they're so well known for. Plumas and Charlie. Just taking those really, really big damage serves with rousing strikes, setting up for big combos. This is really Mari's specialty at this point.
You know, if it ain't broke.
Interesting leading once again, Yameth and Trot. Trot using cleanup to get rid of the rally, and Echo Strike to get rid of the stirring, while Yameth just lowers those spirit attacks with Majesty. And I think what Wavewhyse might have to do this game is play more aggressively with the sideways pressure that the oh, there we go, Stinky into the Plumask, thus allowing for a sideways pressure situation. This could be a very, very early point. If we quick tag the Trot into the Frufolks, volley and careful shot, then Mari's going to have to move us up with the Plumask or risk a point. Or they can go into Noizard. But even then, that's not a lot of damage. You're just going to be hitting with a very weak slice. Additionally, one thing that we haven't really discussed, if you quick tag into the Frufolks, it will trigger its treat, just allowing for that healing. And we see with Wavewhyse's team a lot of traits that are interesting.
Wow,
Going for
free ball.
Yeah. If you look at Wavewhyse's team, they have a lot of traits with the cleanup Trot, with the Forager Supilero, and with the treat Frufolks that benefit really heavily off of switching in and out, and which quick tag allows it to do oh so well. Interesting slice into the back slot. And this is big because Wavewhyse cannot do a quick tag attack this turn because the Yameth is the only beastie on that team that does not know quick tag. And wow, goes into the stirring and does 89 flat to that Plumask. Could this be a rousing strike turn? But if wait, yeah, this could likely be a rousing strike turn into a swap into Noizard. But instead, not setting up rally. Mari might be scared of that cleanup Trot. And there's that treat Frufolks I was just talking about. We are likely seeing a swap into Noizard here, and that is exactly what we see, allowing for Plumas to live one more turn and take advantage of that Jazzed.
That thing is stirring. I don't know why every Plumask in my brain is just stagecraft.
Well, the reason that Stirring is on this particular version of Rally is because the Plumask, it's so strong, it's doing so much damage, so you're going to need to disrupt it if you're going to survive. However, Stirring makes that a lot more complicated by any disruption that you apply to Plumask applying to your guys too. that is why stirring is such a popular move, even though stagecraft is what stops taking damage, during rally. That is precisely what we see right there.
Did it have stirring in game 1? I could have sworn it was
No,
stagecraft in game 1.
it was always stirring. Well, it was
Okay.
actually,
Oh
it was
wait, it got hit with rousing strike. That's what it was.
with
I
Echo
remember now.
Strike. Yeah, it was hit with Echo
Right,
Strike
right.
turn
Echo
1.
strike. Everything's named Strike now.
Yeah, this is really turning into Slay the Spire here. Everything is strike in this game. Burnout here. This is taking a point. However, not getting the Rousing Strike serve. Still, even without Rousing Strike, Plumask with the Burnout in rally is very dangerous. But no, they're going to be serving with Free Ball because of Stinky. And additionally though, because of Plumask stirring, the only sideways pressure that Wavewhyse has is currently shook and unable to attack, which means that Mari can very safely keep their guys at the back and not risk a free point. And this is the value that stirring gives to these teams. You might be disrupted, but it punishes the opponent for disrupting you, which they are kind of required to do.
It's also especially good in a world where True Strike exists. Since unfortunately stagecraft is quite, situational, and also if there's True Strike, then it doesn't matter. So
Keep in mind this Plumask is plus 30 into the body defense, and a lot of True Strike beasties aren't as strong body-wise than non-True Strike beasties. As we can see there, only 30 into the Zephyr with that True Strike Supilero. However, into a Faith at the net, in rally, Air Blast. This is going to be another point by Mari. And this is why
that's a lot of damage.
This is why Jazz Rally was considered the top of Tier 1. It is a strategy, unfortunately, we will not be able to see in its full power going forward due to nerfs. Plumask losing Rousing Strike is the big one. However, if you still want to run this type of team, you can run Plumask without Rousing Strike. It still has Burnout. You can run Cabaret. There is still a lot you can do. The question now is, are we going to see Zephyr potentially move forward, or we could see a Noise Art sack?
Yameth is coming back in, though. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Very interesting idea. Oh, Yameth is coming right back out because of the Tornado Ball.
Walking up Charily to cover Careful Shot.
I mean, this does make sense because Zephyr is able to naturally get to the net with Net Rush. So you can, even if the Zephyr is hit, you can do Net Rush, you can do Faith, and then Air Blast, and that is still going to be a lot of damage. Unfortunately not killing, especially because of the Majesty from the Yameth. Especially after another quick tag here. Just really making use of those strong Majesty plays. And if the Zephyr would have walked in, it would have wiped!
Yeah, why moving Charily up was definitely the best decision.
Oh, Air Blast, even with the Faith, not being able to wipe even the Yameth here. This could be a Tornado Ball situation. However, again, Tornado Ball, much less effective into quick tag teams because you're very easily able to get low HP based beasties back onto the field during your offensive turn, so you don't need to risk potentially sacrificing them or losing the game. That is really what makes quick tag so powerful. And predicting the Tornado Ball.
Wow. What a power move to swap in a 0 Spirit Defense Daredillo and on a Zephyr.
I mean, it makes sense because you want to get in the Yameth. Of course, Tornado Ball. The way it works is that when you Tornado Ball, the beastie that swaps in is the bottom one, as you can see, the Hopra and the Supilero in this situation. So Wavewhyse was able to take advantage of that for the Yammoth to come back in and apply another layer of Majesty.
Absolutely, but of course. Oh, wow, that's good damage.
Ooh, that Fruflux coming in really clutch, being able to heal off with Treat. However, when Rally is set up right now, or Faith, then that might not be enough.
Looks like we're going for Faith.
Yeah, likely going to be either a Trot or a Supilero here. Burnout into the Yammoth slot, likely again Trot or Supilero coming right in. There's the Supilero, takes the hit, able to walk it right off with the Forager trait. And this is a very precarious situation for Mari because you can simply just volley, quick tag out into, say, Tract, and then careful shot into the back, and there's nothing Mari can do to prevent a point. Unless you risk sacking the Plumask and move Charlie backwards?
Honestly, you're risking the point probably would have been the best play.
Absolutely would have been. And now Mari's in a lot of trouble, swapping out the Plumask for Hopra. Nothing on that bench can swap in and take a hit. So Mari's really banking on being able to win the game with these two beasties. I wonder then if careful shot into the Zephyr would have been... Sorry, I wonder if swapping in Zephyr here would have been able to live the careful shot, allowing for a net rush into Faith into Burnout here. Sorry, not Burnout, Air Blast. Oh! But there's Mari's trump card. Introduce. Not being clicked. If Mari would have used Introduce, they would have been able to tag in to one of those low health beasties, thus mitigating the
I
fact that they're keeping
think
their bench very low. However, Mari wants the immediate damage instead.
we're banking on a Hopra here. Let's see.
Oh, clean out. Yeah, clean out into Majesty, clearing both the Rally as well as giving a Hopra a -1 due to the Majesty. However, now Hopra has the Rousing Strike up and will probably be able to kill something on the next turn.
Anything that hits into Hopra could be risking turning it into a nuclear weapon with that high spirits.
Yeah, but I don't think anything can take it there, can it?
Wow. Trat's
Oh! Echo Strike into the Charlie, getting rid of that +10 off of Cheerleader. And there's the Introduce we were talking about before. If you use Introduce into a low health beastie, it will be able to tank the hit because of the shield given from Introduce, thus allowing for another turn of play. And this is probably why Mari was so okay with letting those low health beasties stay on the bench rather than taking sacrifices. It is because of Introduce. This looks to be a very free turn right now for Mari. Just needs to not panic, block the bottom slot, because not much really can do damage here. The question is, does Mari see a kill with Zephyr here? Oh, this is risky. Because if Yammoth swaps in, the Zephyr... Yeah, if the Yammoth swaps in here, the Zephyr will be doing lower damage, and it doesn't have the Jazz to rely on. However, once again, if Yammoth tags in on the defensive turn, then that might just simply be game. In fact, this might just be game right here. That introduced play potentially winning Mari the game?
Ooh, not quite.
Oh, that's because of the cleanup trat. The cleanup trat, because Zephyr got a +1 off of the Faith, cleanup is able to remove the bonuses before getting hit, thus allowing for Supilero to actually tank the attack. Likely. Does Careful Shot into the back slot kill? I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. Zephyr lives another turn. Ooh, this is scary. Mari has to move over. Because if Mari doesn't score this turn, you can simply just aim for that empty slot, and Mari won't have anything to swap back in. So this really has to be a move sideways turn in order to ensure at least a 50-50 here. Thankfully, Mari does do that. Is this 50-50 here? Game on the line? Yes, this is. This is 50-50, right? No, wait. Oh, Mari could have swapped in the Zephyr for Charlie, thus ensuring that no matter what comes in, they would have been able to survive a hit. Hopper wouldn't being able to live on, I think, 5 health? However, instead, Mari
Yeah.
potentially risking the whole game.
I don't think the sidestep was the
Oh
play.
my god!
No, yep.
Mari missing that play, which cost the game. Again, we are going to go back to the calc cam here to end off the stream. The Hopra is +20. So if we put in the Yammoth here, clicking an overpower from the, I think it was the back.
Good game, Mari.
Oh, very, very solid game from both teams. Very back and forth.
Yes, that's true. Good games for both of them. Wave and Mari did fantastic.
Yeah. Very impressive. A lot of plays there that I missed. But no, the Hopper would have lived. The Majesty from, or sorry, the Yammoth from the back, if it hits overpower into a +20 body invested Hopper from the front, Hopper would have lived on 5 health. And that would have allowed for the High Spirits to proc. Charlie could have come in. That could have been a Dispel into a Rally or Volley into Faith. Potentially, that could have been game right there. And wow, very, very intense game. What are your thoughts?
There was a lot of the line, a lot of high speed, a lot of high pressure, especially for Rally. The quick tag mix-ups were all very chaotic and incredible. Quick tag is one of the most versatile strategies in the game, but it is also one of the hardest to calc for both on your side and the opponent's side, since there is a lot of math to do and only a certain amount of time in which you can do it. Though people who master their own quick tag teams are very efficient at mixing things up on the fly, and it produces wild games.
The same can be said for Rally, because if you have Rally, there are a lot of different damage multipliers that you need to take into account. Thankfully now, since the past balance patch, those cheerleaders and those rallies, they are blockable, so that makes the math a bit easier. That being said, if you don't know how to play into Rally, that is potentially a matchup you're going to have to learn, because even with the slight changes that we're seeing more daring pass changes. We're seeing Plumask is still really good. The Passion Strike buff. There's still a lot to pay attention to with Rally going forward. And that was a really good example about how to handle those different changes. Normally, quick tag teams are much faster than that. However, this team uses a lot of disruptive tools, potentially seeing that Mario is a matchup and using things like cleanup, things like Majesty, to be able to counteract that. Very smart play by Wavewhyse, getting the win,
I mean,
and a very, very close game.
I would argue that the team was moving extremely fast in game one. It was just having to play around the heavy momentum that Rally can provide that made the team have to play slower and more deliberately.
And that can be a struggle of quick tag teams, especially when you are quick tagging a lot and you're going to have a lot of low health beasties on the bench, which could lead to checkmates even if you're up 1 or potentially 2 points. Good job by Wavewhyse for being able to manage their health and yeah, that was an incredible game by both teams using 2 very aggressive strategies, leading to really, really riveting games. I'm signing out.
Me too.